everyone, and welcome to the G-Spot. My name is Gerard, editor-in-chief of SGIB magazine, that stands for Soldiers Got Intentions Believe That, and everyone should be soldiering for something, a dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought. And on that PPG's production, which is Photos by Gerard, the best in freelance publicity photography. Well, here we are in Arizona. No, we're not going to debate the immigration issue, whether you're for it or against it. We're here in a little R&R. And the best to tell you where I am right now, I'm going to introduce you to Jim. How you doing, Jim?
Good.
Tell everybody where we're at, Jim.
We're in the Verde Canyon near Cottonwood, Sedona, Arizona.
Okay, tell us about the railroad and some of the sites that we've been seeing.
Well, the railroad's been here since 1911. It was built to bring food into the mining company in Jerome and bring produce out. What have we seen? We've seen different rock formations, kind of like looking at clouds. Of course, the river is up high pretty good today. Haven't seen any eagles or any animals yet, but we hope to see some.
Okay, well, the train just turned around and we turned around in Pleasantville. Perkinsville. And Perkinsville has a history. Tell us about the history of Perkinsville.
Perkinsville started in the 1890s. One farmer out there, and then he sold it to people named Perkins. They brought in 1,400 head of cattle, and they started a little place. The train came in and made a little station there.
Okay, and the movies, it's really famous for movies. I don't want to give it away. I want you to tell me about the movie, Jim.
They made part of the movie How the West Was Won out here.
Okay.
And the scenes out here was Debbie Reynolds, Eli Wallach, and George McCord. And that was the kind of the final scene from How the West Was Won.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, what also makes this area special is about the bald eagle. Tell us about the bald eagle nesting here, and how often does it come to migration of the eagle?
We have two nesting pair in the canyon, one on this end and one down on the other end. During the February, March, and April, we have a lot of transit birds, some bald eagles, some golden eagles, immature birds come through here. Two nesting pair in the canyon, that's all the water was. This year, we only had one nesting pair that had any success.
Okay, and we just recently passed through a tunnel, and the tunnel there was something special about the tunnel and how it was built and how long it took to build it. Tell us about that, Jim.
It was built by about 24 Swedes. They were hard rock miners. They came in, took them about 6 months to go 640 feet into the tunnel. It's all hard rock. Just using big shovels and a little bit of dynamite.
Okay, and tell us again about the railroad line itself. We're right here now on a 5-hour tour, and it just goes right to the county. Does this area divide certain areas in Arizona, or where does it actually go through?
Well, it kind of divides Prescott National Forest, which is on that side, and Coconino National Forest on this side. The river does that too. This was the easiest place for them to build a railroad coming in from the main line up in Drake. Burlington, Northern Southern Pacific.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we don't have 5 hours to point about everything. But tell us some of the highlights. If you look up here at the sky, you can see some of the mountains, some of the tops, and some of the canyon side. Tell us some of the other things that my viewers may have missed by not taking the 5-hour tour.
Well, this to our left is limestone. You can see the white limestone, which says this was all underwater at one time. Above it is sandstone. So it was a beach at one time also. There's all kinds of rock formations up here, and you just have to use your imagination to find them. Right coming up is Donald Duck, by the way, or the San Diego chicken. But
you know what was interesting, what you mentioned earlier? You mentioned about the rock. You said that the rock had so many tons of it would make gold, or ounces of gold. Tell us about that mineral.
When we started off, we went through a slag pile. Slag is what's left over after they took the copper and minerals out of the ground, and they just poured it into a pile. It was still hot. Now they've discovered that there's about a half an ounce of gold per ton. There's 50 million tons of slag out there.
Wow.
So, maybe 20 million ounces of gold.
And $1,000 an ounce, we're talking about a lot of moolah.
Good money.
Okay, Jim, is there a website here for this tour, or do you know it off the top of your head or anything where people can check out and find out more about this tour?
Just look up Verde Canyon Railroad.
Okay, I'm going to thank you, Jim, for coming aboard. Okay, remember, my name is Gerard, your host. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one who can see your vision. Jim, let's check out the rest of the tour, all right?
Good job.